Caitlin and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really fun video for you. This past week I was tagged by the lovely Natalia Leigh to do the AuthorTube Christmas Tag. So there are 12 questions I'm going to be answering about my work in progress while as above and about the main characters and just different things that they would like. And so you'll get to kind of see a peek into their stories and their personalities that you probably wouldn't see with any other tag. So that'll be really fun. I have a link to Natalia's video down below as well as the 3 original creators of the AuthorTube Christmas Tag, which I definitely know one of them is Jesse Elliott, who originally tagged Natalia. I'm not sure off the top of my head who the other 2 are, but I will link to all 3 of their channels down below in the description box, so go check them out when you're finished watching the video. I'm going to try to move kind of fast through the questions because there are 12 of them, so I don't want the video to be too long, but also just as a heads up, because a lot of these questions are about main characters and your work in progress, I have 2 main characters in What Lies Above because it is a dual point of view novel, so I will be answering from both Eva and Eli's perspectives on the questions that deal with main characters. Alright, let's go ahead and jump right in. First question, what would your main character's favorite Christmas song be? So for Eva, I feel like she would probably like something that's more like slow and deep and emotional maybe, so something like Silent Night, probably more of like a lullaby. Her mom used to sing her a lullaby whenever she was a child, and that's a really important part of her backstory and of her memories, so I feel like maybe something that has more of a lullaby feel like Silent Night would be one of her favorites. For Eli, he doesn't really like music that much, so I don't know if he would even have a favorite song or if he would even be interested in the whole Christmas spirit that is portrayed in a lot of songs, but I feel like maybe he would like something softer like Silent Night too, but in terms of just lyrics, he'd probably pick something like All I Want for Christmas Is You. And I know that that's a really upbeat song and that is not his personality at all. He's more stoic and stern and his life has kind of hardened him, which is something I really love about his character in contrast especially to Eva. But I feel like in terms of the lyrics, all he wants is his family back and to be reunited with them, so that would probably be a good pick for Eli. Question number 2. Out of all of your characters, who would be the best gift giver? I feel like the best gift giver would probably be Amara. Yeah, Amara. Amara is Eva's best friend Aiden's sister, who also is like a sister to Eva, and she is just so innocent and sweet and wants to just make people smile and make them happy, and so I feel like she would just know what to get people and she would know what to gift them, and I feel like it would just be the perfect gift and she would just find such joy in making other people happy. Alright, question number 3. What would be your main character's favorite part about the holidays? For both Eva and Eli, I'm going to answer just being with their families. For Eva, her mom is really important to her. They have kind of a interesting relationship. There's some difficulties there, but they're still really close, and I feel like just being with her family and with those that she loves would be super important. And then for Eli, which I kind of mentioned earlier, he has been separated from his family, and so I feel like being reunited with them would be something that he would just absolutely want and love for Christmas. And a lot of times Christmas brings people together, brings family together, even if they have been separated. And so obviously in the world that Eli lives in, it's not realistic for him to be reunited with his family just because of like a holiday, just given the circumstances, which I don't want to give away any spoilers, but if in an ideal world there was a holiday that brought family together, then Eli would definitely love that aspect. Question 4. Your main character and his or her love interest step under a mistletoe. What happens? Oh, this would be interesting. So for Eva, it would be super hilarious probably because in What Lies Above is the first book in a trilogy, and in the first book she has not come to terms with romantic feelings for any of the other characters. So there isn't really romance in the first book, not a lot at least. There's kind of some beginnings of it, and the reader can kind of interpret who she'll end up with. I know that some of my betas are already starting to ship her with different people, and that's really fun to watch, but there isn't a established romance. So if she was to come under a mistletoe with any of the characters, that could be possibilities. I definitely think she would just turn and walk away and nothing would happen. But, whoa, almost dropped my phone. But for Eli, he does have a love interest. It's not really discussed that much in the first book, but over the course of the trilogy, there is one, and I feel like if they came under a mistletoe, he would probably kiss her. Yeah, they would probably kiss, and it would probably be really cute, and he would probably initiate, but Eli, again, is kind of more of a closed off character, so it might take a little bit to, you know, get him to that point, but I definitely think that there would be a kiss under the mistletoe. Question number 5. Ho ho ho, who is on the naughty list? Everybody. There is a lot of characters in What Lies Above that I feel like would be on the naughty list. Eva is really innocent, especially in the beginning, and just genuine, and she wants to do the right thing. So I definitely don't think that she would be on the naughty list. Eli, on the other hand, kind of has his foot in both sectors. He has one foot on the, you know, nice list and one on the naughty, and I think that's because not of his innate personality, but because of choices he's had to make in order to protect his family and survive in his really harsh world. He's had to do some things he's not proud of, and some things that definitely readers and that I disagree with, and so I think in some respect Eli could be partially on the naughty list, but just the people who run the government and the civilization that Eva and Eli live in, they all would definitely be on the naughty list because it's a really brutal, cruel world, and the leaders of it just have no compassion for the people, so they would be on the naughty list. And again, Eli's kind of has a foot in both directions in terms of the nice or the naughty aspect. Question number 6. How would your main character decorate their home? Trees, lights, blow-up Santas, etc. So Eva would probably put up lights because she lives in an underground city. It's really dark and drab and dirty there. And so probably some really clean, like white or blue lights on her home or in, you know, on their compound. I feel like that would be something that she would do, but I don't see her doing any kind of like big tree, or definitely not a blow up inflatable. Probably something just clean and simple like lights. She would really love that, especially given the fact that she literally lives in darkness for her whole life. She's lived there, so she would probably go with lights. Eli probably would not do anything, honestly. He's just not that kind of like holiday spirit kind of character, so he probably would not put up anything for Christmas. Question number 7. Which character holds a New Year's party? I'm going to go with Amara again because just, again, she's so joyful and happy and spirited, and I think she would love seeing people smile and talking and enjoying the holidays, so she would probably plan and host a New Year's party. Question number 8. What would your main character's New Year's resolution be? For Eva, I probably would say that she would just want to be stronger, more outgoing. She has a really large character arc in What Lies Above. She starts off kind of being very bland, honestly. She's in a very cyclic kind of society where everything is chosen for you, and she does her job and she goes home and she lives in this constant rhythm every single day, and she doesn't like that, but that's her life. And over the course of the novel, lots of things happen that really shake up her world and, you know, force her to become really strong and more outgoing. And so I think that her New Year's resolution would be to just be more, to be stronger, to get out of that rhythm and to do new things. And definitely that happens in the book, but for her, and in terms of her personality, I would say that that's what she would decide to do for her resolution. For Eli, I would say that if he really came to terms with the fact that he is very closed off emotionally and kind of stern at times and mean, I think that his New Year's resolution would be to just open up more in terms of his emotions and to allow people in, because even with his own family and his loved ones, he's very closed off, and his life has made him that way. But I think that for me as the author, I would love his New Year's resolution to be to open up more emotionally. Question number 9. Does your main character have a Christmas tradition? So there is no Christmas in What Lies Above because it's set in a fictional world. If there was a holiday, it would probably be more like a festival, but even then I can't really see a festival because it's more science fiction, and festivals to me are more fantasy. I could definitely see a festival in my fantasy work in progress, but honestly for number 9, I would say no, none of them have Christmas traditions because there is no Christmas and there are no holidays. Number 10, who would be the number 1 person your main character would want to spend the holidays with? And both of them, both Eli and Eva, would definitely want to spend it with their families. For Eva, she would also want to spend it with Aiden and Amara, who are kind of like her family, but she definitely wants to be with her mom. And then Eli wants to be with his dad and sister and his family and loved ones as well. Those are his really close-knit family members, those people that he really, really loves. And again, he's been separated from them, and that's all he wants pretty much in What Lies Above, is to find them again. And so he would want to spend it with his family as well. Question 11, what is your main character's perfect holiday destination? For Eva, I would say she would just want to go someplace warm, and if one day What Lies Above gets published and you get to read it, you will probably know why that is. But again, no spoilers, so wink wink, that is kind of spoiler though. So she would want to go someplace warm. Eli would want to go someplace next to the ocean or the sea. That's where he was raised, that's where he grew up, and he has really fond memories of his house beside the sea, and he hasn't been there in several months, and even then, the last time that he was there, it was really infrequent and he hasn't been able to go back home. And so I feel like if he was going someplace for the holidays, he would want to go somewhere next to the ocean because that's where he feels the most at home and that's where he has a lot of fond memories of his family. And last but not least is question number 12. Which character is ruining all of the holiday photos with funny faces? Definitely Aiden. Aiden is Eva's best friend, and he can be more stern and closed off at times, but he can also be kind of spunky and sly and funny and sarcastic at times, and so I could definitely see him in a good mood whenever he's feeling more lighthearted, being really funny and, you know, just joking and messing up all the family photos. Alright everybody, that was all for this tag. Thank you so much again, Natalia, for tagging me. This was a lot of fun. Hopefully it gave you a little inside look into Eli and Eva and some of the characters in What Lies Above. I would love to do more tags where I get to talk about my characters. It's really interesting to kind of get to know them in a different light, especially because there is no Christmas or holidays in What Lies Above. This made me really think about their personalities and in what they would like and enjoy and want to do if there was such a thing as Christmas in their world. And I'm going to tag a few people to do the AuthorTube Christmas tag as well. I'm going to tag Kim Chance, Lindsey Cummings, Kristen Martin, and April Woodard, and I will link to all of their channels down below so that you guys can go check them out. If you guys would like to do it and I did not tag you, absolutely feel free to do this and link down below in the comments to your video because I would love to go and watch it. That is all for today, guys. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your weekend and week and that you enjoy your holidays. I'll be back next Saturday with a holiday Q&A, so if you have not submitted a question for me to answer in the video, leave it below in the comments or over on my Twitter page. I will be putting out another notice probably sometime either today or this upcoming week about the Q&A, and you can just leave it there. I will be answering as many questions or all of them depending on how many I get in the video. I've already gotten quite a few, so I'll try to see if I'm going to do 2 videos or if I'll just pick some of the main questions, but leave me a question down below or over on Twitter and I would love to see it and answer it in this upcoming weekend's video. Until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to connect with me elsewhere, I'm on Twitter at Caitlin A. Lambert, on Facebook at Author Caitlin Lambert, and on my blog Quills and Coffee at www.caitlinlambert.com. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will catch y'all next time. Bye!